Sometimes the world sees faith as confusion, but God uses even rulers and kings to set the stage for his message. In today's story, Paul's case reaches higher halls of power, preparing the way for him to speak before kings. Here is the summary of the story. King Agrippa and his sister Bernice come to Caesarea to pay their respects to Festus. During their stay, Festus brings up Paul's case. He explains, the Jewish leaders demanded Paul's death, but when he examined the case, he found nothing deserving death. Roman law does not hand a man over without giving him a chance to defend himself. Festus describes how the accusers stood up in court but brought no real crime, only disputes about their own religion and a certain Jesus who had died, but whom Paul claimed was alive. Confused, Festus asked Paul if he was willing to go to Jerusalem, but Paul appealed to Caesar, so now he must be sent to Rome. Festus admits his dilemma to Agrippa. I have nothing definite to write to His Majesty about Paul. It seems unreasonable to send a prisoner without specifying the charges. What can we learn from this story? First, the gospel reaches kings and rulers. Paul's journey looks like legal chaos, but God is arranging an audience with Agrippa, Festus, and ultimately Caesar. The message of Jesus is not just for the poor and weak, it also confronts the powerful. Do you believe the gospel can reach into places of power and influence today? Second, Jesus is the real issue. Festus was confused. To him, it was just a debate about religion. But the heart of the matter was this: is Jesus dead or alive? That question still divides and defines everything. How does the truth of the risen Jesus shape your daily life and decisions? Lord, thank you that the gospel is not chained by human systems. Use every situation, even confusion and opposition, to carry your word to places we could never reach on our own. Amen. Festus saw confusion. Agrippa saw curiosity. But heaven saw a stage where the risen Jesus would soon be proclaimed.